In the heart of Berlin, one structure rises above everything else. 368 meters of concrete and steel, topped with a silver sphere that has watched over this city for more than half a century on TV Tower Berlin. The TV Tower Berlin, tallest structure in Germany. You can see it from almost anywhere in the city. And it wasn't built to be beautiful. It was built to prove a point. This is the story of how a divided city, a communist government, and a small army of engineers built one of the most audacious towers in the world in just 4 years. To understand why this TV tower exists, you have to go back to 1952, to a conference room in Stockholm.
Gentlemen, the need for a television tower is clear.
But we must proceed. We must ensure fair access to the UHF band for all nations. France agrees, but with priority for existing broadcasters. The UK proposes a technical review before finalizing. But East Germany, the GDR, wasn't recognized as a legitimate state by most of the world. So when the frequencies were handed out, East Germany walked away with almost nothing. Just 2 channels to cover an entire country. The result was patchy, unreliable television.
We got a clear signal.
Ours is patchy. Some got clear, others got static.
For a government obsessed with controlling the narrative, that was a serious problem.
Television was propaganda. So East Germany's postal service, which handled broadcasting infrastructure, began planning something bigger. A single, powerful tower that could blanket the entire region with signal. The first proposed site was in the hills southeast of the city. Construction actually began there, but planners realized it sat directly in the flight path of the new Schönefeld airport.
The project was scrapped and moved. The new location, Alexanderplatz, right in the center of East Berlin.
And that decision changed everything about what this tower would become. Once the tower moved to the city center, it stopped being just infrastructure. TV tower at the heart of Berlin, visible from the west, visible from everywhere, would be a message in concrete. The socialist system works. The architect chosen for the job was Hermann Henselmann. His design paired a slender concrete shaft with a massive steel sphere near the top of the TV tower. The sphere was even supposed to glow red at night, the color of socialism itself. This wasn't just a broadcasting tower anymore. It was a monument. Construction officially began on August 4th, 1965, under the direction of Gerhard Kozel, president of the German Building Academy. Old buildings around Alexanderplatz were demolished to clear space. By the end of that year, the foundation work was complete. In March of 1966, crews poured the concrete basement, the literal bedrock the entire tower would stand on. But here's the challenge. How do you pour a concrete shaft hundreds of meters tall that has to be perfectly straight and perfectly balanced, strong enough to survive wind, weather, and decades of use? There was really only one method that could do it. It's called climbing formwork, or sliding formwork, and it's essentially a machine that builds itself upward as it goes.
Panels aligned, secure it. Pumps ready, pouring now.
Once that section of concrete sets, the entire rig hydraulically lifts itself a few meters higher. Then they pour the next section on top.
Hundreds of meters up and still rising. Feels like it never stops. It's slow and dangerous. Stay sharp. I know, I feel every gust.
And it was the only way to build something this tall, this thin, and this precise like TV tower. Month after month, the tower crept higher over Alexanderplatz, visible from further and further away, a constant reminder to the entire city that something enormous was taking shape. Then came the hardest part, the sphere of TV tower.
Steady now, keep it level. Almost there, align the left flange. Seated, hold it down.
Heavy, geometrically complex, and packed with broadcasting equipment, an observation deck, and a rotating restaurant. The supporting steel framework of the sphere was assembled on the ground, tested and fitted together like a puzzle. Then, piece by piece, cranes lifted each segment up the shaft. Materials came from all over. Steel was imported from West Germany, and elevators came from Sweden. By 1969, after nearly 4 years of construction, the TV tower was almost complete.
Wiring's almost done. Test the rotation. Sealing the last joint on the deck. Panels lifting. Clear the area. Connecting the amplifier. Signals green. Deadline's tonight.
TV tower had taken just over 4 years to build what was, at the time, one of the tallest structures in Europe. Watched by millions of visitors every year, TV tower's sphere still catching the sunlight exactly the way Hermann Henselmann designed it more than 50 years ago. A TV tower built to prove a system would last forever ended up outlasting that system completely.